Because we're born as creatures to know things. But that's what keeps us from fucking walking in the middle of fucking traffic and getting run the fuck over. Right? So what happens is they make Wing Chun, Bagua, Sing Yi, and even Jiu-Jitsu to an extent, any art that has a lot of physical contact, they make the same mistake. You and I can already feel where the other guy is. I'm going to show you why. Just move. Okay, right there. Why in the fuck is that hand there and this hand here?
Just felt the thread.
Yeah, that's all true. You knew exactly where I was. It didn't matter what the fuck I did. It's not possible. So there we go. That's why I use deception. I accept. You do your thing. I accept. Why'd you move out of the way? You could feel that shit a mile away because you trained your body to what to do about it. How come you didn't go like this? Because you knew you didn't have to. Because you trained yourself that if I go like that, that's what you want to do anyway. So why make it fucking harder on yourself?
Right.
In other words, the mistake everybody is making is we already can feel where other people are in relation to us. We already know these things. Even if we don't know, we know it. We know. This is why when you work with a new person and you put your hands on top, and the first thing you feel is this. Why? Because they're panicking. Because they're afraid. Because they don't understand, just move, how you can control them so easily, and it makes them feel uncomfortable, and it scares them. Because it's almost like you're reading their mind, and on a certain level you are. But you're not reading the mind up here that's panicking. You're reading the mind and the body where I go like this, and I get hit, and I say, how did you do that? And you say ninja magic or some bullshit, and whatever the fuck, right?
Right.
It's because you cannot not feel what I'm doing here, is why I move the way I move. It's why I move, there we go, no, Kevin, oh, damn it, couldn't catch it. Right, why'd you pull your hand out? Because you could feel it coming a mile away. You could already feel me turning, right? And because you could feel me turning, you said, I felt this before, I didn't like it before, the other fucking 5 million times it happened, fuck that.
Well, it's also slow. You know, you're moving.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Yes, I'm moving slow, but if I moved faster, you would have pulled it out sooner.
Okay.
Because you would have felt that sooner. Because why? Because your sense of
the right thing.
Well, not only that, your sense of touch is still faster than I can make that movement. This is one of the other reasons why I had to quit those other guys. They couldn't understand something fundamental. Watch me show you. I'm going to punch you in the face. You're not going to let me do it. Oh, I'm sorry. Are we supposed to lose? Now, you didn't know when I was going to throw the punch.
Right.
Why'd you get out of the way? Why'd you redirect my hand? Because your sense of touch could feel that, even though there was no unnecessary preparatory movement before I went. It could feel that sudden acceleration still faster than I can make this strike work. That's why people go like this. Why? Because if I go like this and you're ready for it, that happens.
Yes.
Because you could perceive that, even though we're not touching, still in a microsecond, faster than I can still get there.
Yes.
If you're already ready for it. If I'm touching, forget it. It never gets there if your body is properly trained.
Right.
It never gets there. So what's the answer as I'm moving? I accept. See, you can feel all this. So I'm going to change it and move in a way that made no sense. That's why I do these things where I disappear on people. Why? Because if I go like this, you fucking do that. But if I go like this, so watch how it is. I was already moving. If I went like this and then pulled away, well, you damn straight as a setup. I'm going to fucking hit either, man. So as I'm here, see this right here?
Yes.
Even though I got out of the way of this, this is where it gets weird. How I got out of the way of this is not because of what you did. It's because you got here and I moved like that.
Okay.
In other words, it felt like you moved, but no. You only moved a little. I moved a little more to get there.
Okay.
Because I had to. This is what I mean by, believe it or not, moving as little as you need. Even though I moved more than you, it was what I needed. Because here ain't a fucking option. I spent an entire half an evening one night trying to make Dave understand that. The idea of, if my arm comes around to hit you there, it has to cover all this distance. Therefore, I got to move my body more, even though I'm this close to you.
Right.
But if I move it too much, I get hit. It's got to continue. It's got to be proportional to what you're doing.
Yes.
So
You
even though I,
didn't get that?
right, you couldn't understand. So even though I moved more than you, it was proportional to what you were doing. So it was as little as I needed it to be.
Right. But you could stop it at any time and adjust it.
Yeah, well, because I was already ahead of it too.
Right.
But I still needed to move more than you because why? I had to get my body out of the way.
Right. But as you make this contact, if
You
had
can
done
change.
some-
Right,
exactly,
right.
Right.
But that was because, what? Because I was moving as little as I needed, even though I did move more than you.
Yeah.
It was as little as I needed. That's the rule. I move as little as I need. Fuck what they're doing. Because if I'm moving according to what you're doing, I get hit. If I'm moving according to what I know I need to do,
Yeah.
then I have a chance.
Right.
Too many people are so focused on, well, he did this, so I should do that. No, what you should be thinking of is, as I feel him trying to do shit, I'm doing what I need to do to get the fuck out of the way and hit them and end that shit. Making sense?
Yeah.
So you're here, see how your elbow's coming up?
Right.
So what you should be thinking about is anticipating me trying to get away from this thing, move to the future. Bang, there you go. Because I could feel this coming around, so you change the rule. Because if you continue to bring the elbow around, I would have had time to get away. Because you would have needed to take a big step. But when you accepted it, oh, this is a different game.
But you're usually doing some type of deception.
Yeah, but fuck that shit, man.
Okay, all right.
You know, fuck what I'm watching. I'm gonna use deception. Okay, it already happened. You know, how are you gonna fucking learn when I'm trying to get you to learn?
No,
if every
yeah.
time you're doing stuff, I'm fucking using deception, and you know, you're not gonna learn what I want you to learn. What I'm trying to get you to understand is, okay, right there, yeah, is you can feel what I'm doing. You now have to put it into context, so you could do something about it before it becomes a problem for you. Fuck what I'm doing. Right? So right here, this is deception. Do that. Why? Because people still know what the fuck is that in my head? And people say, well, how would you do it at high speed? It would already happen. You know? But if you recognize it, oh, it doesn't matter what the speed is. See how your arms got really light? Position your bodies. All it takes is the slightest adjustment. Deep.
I should have put the lunch box.
See what you fucking want. Let me explain something. I'm glad you said that. When you get to the future, it is your future. You do what the fuck you want. There's no wrong move in the future unless you don't take the opportunity to crush me. Now, even if there's an opportunity to crush me, you can still do things to get ahead of me to prevent me from doing something else in the future. Whereas you don't even have to hit me to prevent me from doing shit. So I will show you. So I'm here, and I'm going into this. Okay, so now you're in the future.
Right.
You don't have to hit me. You can just break my balance if you want. Right. You got options because no matter what you do to me, I can't respond fast enough because it's your future. I may not even know why you did what you did because I can't see from the future per se what you can see. I just don't have the choices you have. What helps me when people get to the future on me though is most of the times when you guys are moving, they don't know they did it. So I'll be like this, oh shit, I'm gonna get hit, and I'll get out of the way, and they're like, how did I get hit? It's simple. You had a chance to hit me, you fucked up. I didn't give you a chance to do it again. It's not, and this is how I know why it's so hard for people to grasp. It's not that you guys can't hit me. It's the things that I do to stay the fuck out of your way where I need to be. Yeah, it's my recognition of fuck that. Fuck that, fuck that. Now, notice I stopped because I felt you get loose. If I went like this, boom, walk right into it. Because you guys get a vote. And what you guys got to understand is, as your skills have grown, there's just shit I can't do. Which is the way it's supposed to be. I should be feeling that you and Mike in particular, that's coming. That kind of subtle adjustment where I already know, that the thing that I try to do is not going to work. Even if I get at it. That's why sometimes you'll do something you don't realize you did the right thing, and I'll run the movie back to let you see what you did. It's because it's important that if you don't get a chance to see that, you don't realize you did the right thing. And then you're already doing what I want you to do. You now have to be consciously aware of it So that you're doing it all the time to where you don't have to think about it.
Right.
Am I making sense?
Yes.
See how you collapse there?
Yeah.
Where do you want to hit? No matter. Oh, I'm sorry, we're supposed to lose Kevin? Wait. Ooh, this would be bad. So, let me show you something. Make a heart for this kid. That would be bad. I can literally feel this alignment all the way through my body. That's why every time if I try to turn,
Really? Ah.
feel it.
Oh.
That's what you're fixing. I can get that away, that shit. But that should be also, see that right there? You should be understanding that that ability to touch me in any place where you're dead center, where you could affect me, is that you're feeling what I'm doing and you're getting ahead of it before I'm able to do it. Otherwise, you wouldn't be in that place.